So you're thinking about moving to Grapevine, Texas? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of living in Grapevine. And that adventure starts now. If this is your first time to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you'll be the first to be notified of any and all changes happening here in the North Texas market. My name is Marina Franco. I'm with the Living in North Texas team, and you know what? We get calls and emails every day from people like you needing help moving to North Texas. And you know what? We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you know what to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, let's set up a Zoom call so we can help make your transition to North Texas a smooth one. Okay, so we're going to talk pros and cons about Grapevine, Texas. Grapevine is a popular area. A lot of people want to move there. And, you know, there are some things about it that people don't like. And then there's a lot of things that people do like. But let's get the elephant out of the room first. Yes, Grapevine, Texas was named Grapevine because there were wild grapes growing in the area, and the settlers moving there decided to name it Grapevine. So hence Grapevine was born. So let's talk about some of the cons. Okay, the first con is going to be the airport. That's right. In 1974, DFW, or Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, was built and opened. And you may say, wait a minute, isn't that a pro? Well, it is, but as years gone on, it grew bigger and bigger, and it's one of the larger airports in the country. With a larger airport means what? Flights coming in and out constantly, and because of that, there is airport or airplane noise. In fact, if you're looking to purchase a house, then you might want to be aware of the flight path of these planes. They do change depending on wind, weather, all that. So yes, the airport is a con just because of airport or airplane noise and flight patterns. Okay, the next one is it is a tourist destination. So people from all over this country, heck, people from the state, all come out to Grapevine for the many attractions that they have. And that means more crowds, especially on the weekends. So a lot more people that are at those attractions, a lot more traffic, a lot more hassle trying to find a parking spot. Anyways, so if you're not into crowds, then Grapevine might not be for you. Okay, the next one is Grapevine is centrally located, which is great, but lots of highways cutting in and out of there. So the other con is if you're trying to get somewhere, one of the highways, you could be stuck in rush hour traffic. There's 3 major highways that come together and disperse out of Grapevine. That's Highway 114, Highway 121, and Highway 360. So you can imagine everybody going to those areas that those highways take them, all converging at once, then splitting apart. And so yes, traffic in Grapevine, especially on the highways, can be problematic. Okay, the next con is there's not very many new construction homes in Grapevine. In fact, you're going to find a lot of older homes, and some of them are going to be updated, some of them are not. But, you know, it is what it is. People are there for a reason. I'm going to tell you about that in the pros. But yes, a lot of the homes are older homes. I mean, heck, you're going to find homes probably in the 1920s being built there that were built at that time, still standing and still there, all the way up to like the 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, there's some one-offs that you'll find. A house may have been taken down, either to the studs or totally taken away, and a new home is actually built in that area. So you might see one-offs on new construction, but for the most part, you're going to find pre-existing or pre-owned homes, and they are going to be older. Okay, enough about the cons. Let's talk about why we want to live there, right? All right, here's the pros. The first pro is the airport. That's right. So the airport is right there. It's in Grapevine. I mean, it's part of Grapevine. So if you are a constant traveler going, somewhere for work, somewhere for play, you may want to consider Grapevine because it is mere minutes from Grapevine to the airport. And not only that, because it's there, DFW Airport is also one of the larger employers in Grapevine. Employing people all over the country, or not all over the country, but all over the state of Texas, or at least North Texas, right? People from Frisco and Irving and you name it, go to DFW for a job. Interesting note though, did you know that GameStop and Kubota also are headquartered in Grapevine? That's right. So there you go. Okay, the second one is where it is centrally located. So we have Dallas, Fort Worth, Grapevine. So it makes for ease of travel when we are having to go to either location, or even if we're going up north to Denton, or if we're going northeast towards Frisco. Every location takes about 30 minutes from Grapevine. So if you're working in any one of those locations and think that Grapevine is a place to be, yes, it has a lot of access to those bigger cities and it doesn't take very long. So think about that. Okay, the third thing is it is a travel destination because of the airport, but not just because of that. There are several attractions in Grapevine, like the Gaylord Texan Hotel, the Great Wolf Lodge, the Grapevine Mills Mall, and even their Mainstreet is an attraction. So let's talk about Gaylord Texan. So the Gaylord Texan is just one of those destination hotels you go to. They have some fine dining. They have the Glass Cactus restaurant that actually has music on the weekends, and it's very, very close to the lake. So lots of things happening. In fact, every year, starting right after Thanksgiving, they do a themed ice sculpture event. It goes from Thanksgiving till the first of the year, and one time it was the Grinch, one time it was Mickey Christmas. So it's a really fun activity for your family, for yourself, a date night to go over to the Gaylord and check out the ice sculptures. Then Great Wolf Lodge has one of the larger indoor water parks. That's right. So if you need a place for yourself or take your kids, nieces, nephews, whatever, you can book a room at the Great Wolf Lodge and enjoy the water park that is there. And a great thing about it being inside, it doesn't matter if it's 30 degrees outside or 130 degrees outside, you're inside and it stays a constant 80 degrees. So definitely a great way to beat the heat or beat the cold. Grapevine Mills is a very large outlet mall, and you're going to find stores like off Saks Fifth Avenue, you're going to find Coach, Victoria's Secret, Nike, and then you're going to find some off-the-wall stores that you've never heard of. It is very large, but the thing that makes it, besides that it's an outlet mall, Lego Discoveryland is there. So if you are a Lego enthusiast or your kids are, you can go check out the Lego Discovery or check out the Sea Life Aquarium that is also inside Grapevine Mills Mall. So lots to do in that little area, but I also talked about Mainstreet. That's right. At any given time of the day, you can find something to do, whether it's shop in one of the cute little boutiques, check out one of the cafes, restaurants. A lot of the restaurants on the weekend will have live music, and check out some of the wine bars or wine shops that are up and down along Main Street. And if you're here the first part of September, check out Grapefest. They will shut down Main Street. There's carnival rides, there are booths, there's live music, there's live entertainment. It's a week-long extravaganza here in Grapevine. The next pro is Grapevine Lake. That's right. Grapevine does have its own lake. It's about 60 miles worth of lake. And of course, there's lots of things to do out there. There are parks. There are places to barbecue, have a picnic, but you can also launch your boat, rent a boat, go fishing, go sea doing, just go on your boat and drive around. If you are into the lake life, definitely check out Grapevine Lake. And yet another pro, I'm telling you, you're going to want to go to Grapevine. Another pro is the historical housing area. That's right. I think in the cons, I told you there were houses that were built in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Well, there is an area in Grapevine that is considered the historical house or housing area. And that's where you're going to find all types of style of homes that are dubbed historical. So the great thing is a lot of them are redone. So people will go inside, put new flooring, paint, new countertops, everything. And then even on the outside, they'll paint the outside, but they keep the structure the way it was built in that time area or that time frame, right? So if it's a 1950s home, it's going to be a 1950 home outside. But it's really cool just to kind of drive around, see the different houses, or yes, houses are for sale over there, so you can check that out. And another pro is the school district. The school district is rated very high. That's one of the reasons a lot of people want to be in Grapevine. It is part of the Grapevine Colleyville ISD. And a lot of people go there because it is rated, the elementary, middle school, high school is rated very high in the school rating. So that is another pro. And last but not least, you can check out some of the wineries. There are a few out there that make wine in Grapevine, and you can check them out, do taste testing. There are wine tours that will take you around, and you can check out all the wines. So if you're into that. So okay, there are the pros and the cons of living in Grapevine. If you have any questions about that city or any city here in North Texas, you know what to do. Give me a call, shoot me a text. I'll be happy to help. Okay, guys, until the next time, I'll see you around the neighborhood.